Hult has been a member of PRIME since 2010, when I signed a letter committing the school to the PRIME principles. As a business school committed to creating global ethical leaders in an increasingly interconnected, interdependent world, we believe this new global generation needs a universal set of standards that crosses cultures and crosses borders. We are one of the few business schools that early on supported the concept of social entrepreneurship as a viable way to build businesses that meet critical social needs.
Prior to this class, I always thought that sustainability was all about environment and how to protect that. I never thought that it was about people, societies, and business.
Always we taught to think of the bottom line, and the bottom line being profits only.
After taking Professor Lawrence's class and going through some of these case studies, and what they've actually found is that sustainability is better for business.
Not only to make profit, but you should also create the value and bring the benefits to the society.
We tend to think about it only in terms of the environment. It's much, much bigger than that. I think really if we look at sustainability, it's really about the long-term viability of a company and indeed society.
How are we impacting the planet around us, the climate, the people who live in the communities where we're operating, and then the people who work in the companies as well. So it's about having a systems thinking and understanding the varying interests of multiple stakeholders and not just the shareholders.
System thinking is about how all the variables in a community are interconnected. So if you decide something, probably that decision is going to influence somebody else.
Multinationals are in the best position to be able to create the kind of impacts that we're looking for. Government agencies have boundaries. NGOs don't have as much capabilities, but if we're talking about global businesses and multinational organizations, they have to be in the forefront of the change that we're looking for in the Sustainable Development Goals.
We also learn a lot when we are in the classroom and see the other groups' presentations.
The cases that we read in the class were actually brought to life because we had people representing those very countries in the class. So the discussions were very alive, and it wasn't just restricted to the case, because at the end of the day, they were able to tell us exactly what happened.
When I look at a student, for example, Sylvia Gaucho, who graduated in 2016, Sylvia was in the social innovation class, is now working with WHO in Somalia, tying together her health background together with some of the business and leadership skills that she learned in the course.
I was very aware that actually what my gaps were in fulfilling a role in the NGO world was that I had no business background, and open perspectives again to having different approaches and having different thinking. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope I can continue doing it in the years to come.
Ahmad Ashkar, who became the CEO and creator of the Hult Prize, he was a student here at Hult, and again, working on a real project that led him to think about, wow, we've got students here from all over the world. They could help solve this problem.
And he was a student that really believed that we had a responsibility to do bigger and better things.
It was after meeting Professor JOANNE Lawrence and the other students within some of her classes and others that are offered at Hult, where you begin to understand that the future of business integrates social, and that's where I was first inspired to really learn more about the sector.
And in fact, it's scaling up. It's going from Hult Prize at universities to Hult Prize within countries, and just engaging generations of young people to really come up with incredible ideas.
We created a business model for eco-friendly taxis in San Francisco. Others are attacking poverty in Kenya. Others are attacking hunger in China.
What Hult personifies is that you can do well and you can do good. They're not mutually exclusive. If anything, they are actually reinforcing of each other.
It opens up your mind to what the true potential of business is and how it's able to drive changes at a very huge level within economies, within societies.
I came here to Hult really believing I could change the world piece by piece, but it got real for me through Professor Lawrence that not only I can change the world, but how to do it.
Sustainability isn't just a fancy word. The only way as an organization we can ensure long-term success is to actually build elements of sustainability as the core of what we're doing as an organization.
It goes beyond borders. It's beyond what governments can affect at the end of the day.
For me, I have always truly believed in the power of business as a transformative force.
I'm basically spreading the word, and I want everyone to, catch the fire.
Business has the skills, the resources to truly change lives, but it really starts with serving society first.